Hi, I'm Dennis Phillips, and welcome to Everyday Reloading and Shooting. There's a link in the description below where I recently shot this same charge of accurate 2495 powder from charge weights from 20 grains to 21.8 grains, but I was shooting a 75 grain boat tail hollow point Hornady bullet. This is the same load, but I'm using a 73 Hornady ELD match bullet. Both of these will be shot with a Ruger American 223 at 100 yards, and we will compare the two rounds to see how the 73 ELD match compares to the 75 boat tail hollow point. Okay, so here I'll be shooting the same load that I developed with the 75 grain boat tail hollow point from Hornady. I was using accurate 2495 powder with loads ranging from 20 grains to 21.8 grains. This is the same load, the same charge weights, except this time I'm shooting a 73 grain ELD match bullet with the polymer tip. So we'll shoot these and compare them and see how they do. I'll be especially interested to see how they compare against the Hornady 75 grain boat tail hollow point bullets. So we will shoot these. You're welcome to enjoy the music as I fast forward through my shooting, or you can fast forward to the end to see the results. We'll be shooting at 100 yards. All right, so let's bring them in and take a look and see how we did. All right, this was not really a couple barrel shot because I had shot 50 rounds before this. These grouped fairly well. This is where I had the best grouping before with the 75 grain boat tail hollow point. They don't look quite as good here. Here's a good group at the 20.5 grains. This shot way over to the left, so I adjusted the sight here, moved it over a click and up a click. We have a pretty decent grouping here. Oddly, every one of these had a hard bolt lift and the primers look kind of flattened. I'll show those to you later. But we'll take them home, measure them, and we'll see how they compare to the 75 grain boat tail hollow points that we shot previously. Okay, so here are the results of the 73 grain ELD match bullets. Of course, this was duplicating a previous load that I had for a 75 grain boat tail hollow point. So I wanted to compare how they did. I had pretty good groups. I shot charge weights between 20 grains and 21.8 grains, with this being supposedly the magic load 20.9, because when I shot that same load 20.9 with a 75 grain boat tail hollow point, I got a group of 0.37 inches, and the best 4 out of 5 was even 0.33 inches, and it's right there at the bottom of the bullseye, which is the point of aim. The prior group at the same charge was not so good, but this was the best of the day. I wanted to duplicate this test using the 73 grain ELD match. And so we did have some good groups here. Well, this was my cold barrel shot, but we still grouped at 0.54 inches overall, with the best 4 out of 5 at 0.41. The second at that charge weight produced a group of 0.69 with a best 4 out of 5 at 0.52, and we had this flyer that, had that been grouped together there, that would have been a half-inch group. Our next group, this is worth an honorable mention at 20.5 grains. We had group sizes of 0.82, and this one was 1.21, and it's because of this flyer right here. But if you look at the best 4 out of 5, they clustered together very well at 0.47 inches. Here at the magic load, what we expected to be the best was really mediocre at best at 1.06 and 1.10, although we did have 4 out of 5 at 7.0 and 8.3, which is still not good for this rifle. When we went to 21.4 grains, for some reason, these grouped low and to the left. I guess it's the barrel torquing because of the increased powder charge causing that. But we had groups of 0.87 and 0.53, so that was a decent group. So after I shot low and to the left, I adjusted the sight 2 clicks to the right and 1 click up, and it moved it a little closer. This group was tight at 0.53 inches, and then again I made another adjustment. I adjusted the sight 1 more click up and 1 more click to the right, and we're getting a little closer on target here. Still 1.07 and 0.90 for these. Well, let's see. Let's take a look at the average. At 20 grains, we averaged 0.62. At 20.5, we averaged just over an inch, 1.02. At what we thought would be our best group of the day was actually our worst. It averaged 1.08. At 21.4, we averaged 0.70. And at 21.8, we averaged 0.99. So if you take all of these across the row and average them, the average of every group comes to 0.88 inches. That's taking the good with the bad. And our best 4 out of 5 averaged 0.61. If you look at the 75 boat tail hollow point, we had an average on the boat tail hollow point of 0.98, and the best 4 out of 5 at 0.68. So on all of these groups, when you average them out, the 73 grain ELD match bullet outperformed the Hornady boat tail hollow point. So there you go. There's my results. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment below. I try to engage everyone that leaves a comment. So thanks again for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe. See you next time.